Hi guys, it's me. I'm back. Sorry, Lisa. We have completed week 3 of my keto journey. So I am thoroughly excited about continuing on. I'm ready to get you all caught up with what has changed, what was different, what didn't go well, what did go well. Because as you all know, I traveled over the holiday, over the Christmas. I originally said I wasn't going to travel, but last minute I decided to go ahead and book a flight. So for the whole third week, I was either in the air or in the States. So let's just talk about what happened. Okay, so week 3 started out with me saying I'm going to work out, right? Remember I told you all I was going to start working out. Well, I went to work out for the first 2 days. I went to the gym, and then I decided to book a flight home. So I was nervous about what is this traveling going to do to my keto. Like, I really don't want to mess up. I really don't want to eat foods that I'm not supposed to eat. So traveling threw my entire diet off. Like, in terms of moving from here where I'm 9 hours ahead to having to go all the way back, those 9 hours definitely threw off my diet in terms of days. So I can say the first thing with traveling is be ready to have your entire schedule thrown off. Secondly, you can't cook while you're in the air. You have to make the best of what you have. Either find something in the airport or find something on the plane that they feed you. I did choose a diabetic meal on the aircraft just to make sure that I didn't get tempted with all the things I knew I couldn't have. Now, some of the diabetic meals I really didn't eat because a lot of them still had rice, some kind of starches, because diabetics, of course, can have starches and things like that. But so I didn't eat a lot of the actual meals. I kind of got something from the airport and then brought it onto the plane, whether it been a salad. I did go to the McDonald's and get me a big and tasty, like, without, of course, no bun, of course, no ketchup. All it was meat and cheese and lettuce, I think. And bacon was on the big and tasty. So I got that and I ate that. And then I had some Tocado. I just had the meat and the lettuce and the cheese and a few tomatoes. So I tried my best to stick with what the keto diet asks for. I even had tea with butter a couple of times on the plane and inside the airport to try to just make sure that I was full. But just like I said, when you're traveling for 8+ hours each flight, 2 flights each way, it's just very hard for you to stop the snacking or stop the craving because you're sitting on a plane doing nothing. So I did have some almonds and some cashews and things like that, but really I suggest me only eating maybe a handful of nuts. But like I said, when you're sitting on a plane for 8 hours in one flight and 7 hours in the next flight, it's very difficult for you to just not eat unless you're asleep. So I know that the time, then also me eating in the time. So I'm changing my time of day. It took me maybe 18, 19 hours of travel time both ways. And so my days were messed up. So in that regard, I definitely probably took too much protein, not enough fat, just trying to determine those things. Second thing with traveling, going home for the holidays for Christmas. There was a lot of stuff on the table. No, I did not indulge. I did not indulge in any sweets, cookies, brownies, and we had the galore sweet potato pie, all the things I couldn't eat. I stuck to the basics. I stuck to my vegetables. I had a few ribs. The first day I got there, though, I kind of got because the first day I got there, my grandfather had just pulled his ribs off of the barbecue grill, and if you eat ribs, you know that first time right off the grill is like the best because they're falling off the bone. Oh, memories. But anyway, sorry, that's my anyway, I put some barbecue sauce on my ribs. So there we have it. So we know barbecue sauce actually has sugar in it. And so I can say that I did kind of probably mess that up in that regard. And it was more than a teaspoon, because even 2 teaspoons has a lot of sugar. And if you actually look at the back of the bottle. So that was that. But other than that, I really tried to stick to the keto. Like I said, my body was just messed up. Just having to acclimate to being in one time zone and being in the other time zone can be a major difference. So I did not expect to lose anything. And my expectation, because I didn't see how, I just knew that because my time clock had changed so drastically and I wasn't really able to work out when I was home, I just knew everything that I had said I was going to do for week 3. was going to be a bust. So week 3 has ended. Again, I did stick to mainly my keto only approved things. Now I did drink though, so I did have alcohol this past week. Of course, it was only wine and then straight spirits. I did not have a mixer. I did not include a mixer of sugars. I was not going to do any of that. I wasn't going to put any sugar in my body because I didn't want any like hardcore actual sugar like desserts in my body, because I did not want to have my body get used to that and then start to crave that. So I did try to avoid that. Even at the Cheesecake Factory, guys, before I left, my aunt was like, hey, they have low carb cheesecake. But then when you look at those carbs and you look at the amount of net carbs and you talk about sugars and then putting that in your body and your body then craving it, you can have it, but you have to make sure that you plan for that. I would only probably eat a sliver of it. I would not have eaten all of it, but I just chose not to get it at all. Because again, I don't want to start something that I know that will break my cycle. So I'm all about discipline. I am 4 weeks in. This is going on to week 4. So I'm all about being disciplined with my keto diet. I think that's going to be the best bet. I am hitting a reset button this week. Just in terms of going to work out. I'll be going to work out right after this video. And just getting that in. And it's going to be 7 days a week. I don't think I'm going to take a break day unless like something really hurts. But other than that, I got to get in the gym. I got to get this rolling because I have goals. So, yeah. That is my update for this week. I traveled. I went home. And in terms of weight loss, there was no loss this week. Again, I did not expect it. I did gain 4.8 pounds. And again, I think that is great of terms of not gaining so much back, just because, again, I traveled. I was eating on crazy hours. I was eating in the middle of the night. So just a lot of different factors. I was drinking. So just a lot of different factors that happened this week for me to only put back on 4.8. I can easily lose those. So I'm not beating myself up about gaining any weight. I will start fasting this week as well. So I will do intermittent fasting, working out, and then my keto diet. So next week I'll definitely come to you about how I did my intermittent fasting. But other than that, that is my update for this week. I wish you all well. For those, thanks for following me. For those of you who are watching my videos, I appreciate all the support on and off of camera. So therefore, and I even have people joining, so that's exciting. Definitely for people to go ahead and get on this keto life. My friends are like, she is keto. I surely